I was raised in an atheist home. My dad doesn't believe in God, and so we were never really formally introduced to any kind of religion. Brian grew up without really any religion at all. And after we got married and started having kids, we wanted our kids to have something that we never had. We wanted our kids to have that personal relationship with the God that we still didn't know yet. So we found Christ Fellowship, and I just fell in love with it immediately. I still remember the first time worshiping there at Martin County High School and just feeling that presence of God that just brings, tears to your eyes.
We attended Christ Fellowship for about 6 months, and we just felt something in our hearts was just pulling us to take the next step. And they had a salvation call, and we both prayed the prayer and turned our lives over to Jesus on that weekend. And we got baptized. Our daughter got baptized as well. And, ever since then, we've just started getting plugged in, doing different things.
We started coming on a regular basis, and we got our kids plugged in with the kids ministries, and they loved being here. And that was a big part of it as a mom, that my kids loved being at church. And to this day, there's nowhere they'd rather be than here at church at Christ Fellowship, all four of them.
I remember first coming to Christ Fellowship and just feeling a bit overwhelmed. Seemed like there was a lot of people, and I didn't quite know how to get connected with everybody. And I was facing the giant in my business. And I went up and prayed with one of the altar team. And a couple weeks later, after he had prayed for me, he had invited me into a men's group that he was doing. It was a 6-week class, and I joined that class with him. So I met 7 other guys, which kind of started my path.
But when we started coming to Christ Fellowship, we had 3 kids. Now we have 4. And it's been really fun to watch them just really be fed by Christ Fellowship. But it's been really great, especially to watch the journey of our 2 oldest. So our 2 oldest are now 12 and 14, and they look forward to every Wednesday night. They can't wait to come worship with their friends, to hear the message. And there's really no place they'd rather be, and which is really neat. Brian has taken our 2 oldest on a missions trip to Haiti there in an orphanage with Christ Fellowship, and that really changed their lives. My heart for this house, what I get really excited about is the impact that it's having on the generations to come, that I watch as our kids grow up, and I watch the impact that it's having on so many young kids to go out and make such an impact on our world for Jesus Christ.